how to use REconnect-CRM to manage your pipeline. So you can take the leads coming from your website directly from the unit pages, or you can just insert them directly. So you just choose the menu for sales, and then you can go to your pipeline pressing this button or just pressing this menu item, and here you have your pipeline defined here. The first thing you'll notice is that you have several stages: the new, proposition, qualified, and one. So these are all configurable. You can add your own stages if you think there is a middle stage in between, or you want to add some something that means for you has a meaning, let's say. So this cannot be done on the user page. This is like a salesperson. You would have to go to admin and add new stages. So, but right now, let's suppose someone calls you and you press create. Immediately you can write the name of your lead. You can just write the name of the person, for example, or if he wants to buy or if he wants to sell. So I would go for buy, and then the name, Adam Newton, for example. And right now you're going to ask your customer what he's searching to buy. So let's say he doesn't want to spend more than 500, and at this point the probability is associated with the stage, so let's leave it at 10%, but if you want you can change it directly. If it is related with an existing customer, you should search the customer here and select the correct one, but by default, let's say it would not be a customer by at the first time he calls you, right? It's like a lead. So you have also additional contact information if you wish not to write the name of the person directly on the lead. You just want to have the contact name here, title, function, mobile, fax, other information, and this is not creating any customer. So, but let's focus on the other fields. So you would notice that you can write more. Of course, the person will ask for maybe like a 2 bedrooms, and you can write other information. You have the internal notes here to write whatever you want, and here the salesperson, the sales team, and email, phone. We saw that the rating, depending on how you think the lead is, you can rate it as low, high, and very high. Okay, so when you're calling the person, you're going to search what he wants. So let's say he wants to buy, and property type, like he wants an apartment with minimum 1 bedroom, maximum 5 bedrooms, and other information that he wishes for you to save in the search. So right now we would save this, and while we are in the call we can just press this button, and you'll see we are going to be redirected with the search that we created when we selected the options on the lead. So buy and flats apartments. I didn't restrict it more, so this is what we get right now, and we will select as we are talking with the person. We can order the fields, and so we can propose to the person what we are going to show him. So let's say we're going to show him these 4 apartments, and if you go now back to your lead, you will see that in unit selection you have the 4 apartments that were selected before. Okay, so now the call continues. We can schedule a next action with the person. So let's say we can email, call, or just a task. We can create other set of activities, like instead of email call we can do a private showing, and I will show you how to configure that. So you have the activities here. Okay, I'm going to leave the page, and you see we have email, call, and task. Okay, so these are the ones that we have defined. And let's say we create a new one, and it will be a private showing. All right, so then we can define uh, the next thing to do after this. So we probably would like to call, right, the number of days. It's the lag after 1 day. Let's save it. And if you go back to your pipeline, we open now the lead that we had, and let's add it, and let's select here. So let's do a private showing. We are going to say not tomorrow, maybe on Monday. Yeah, and private showing, or other information that you want to save here. You have the expected closing. Let's say the customer says he wants to move on the 24th, so we can fill in this field. Then you have the tags. Tags will allow you to add other additional information you might think it's important for your lead to follow. This is configurable, so you start writing it like needs penthouse. Okay, and the reason for buy, it's also configurable. It's a set of tags, maybe moving, work reasons. That's important to know. Later in the day you want to understand how your clients get to you. Then, well, there are other fields you can select and restrict, but for now let's just save. Alright, so when you're going to follow up on your leads, you will get this list view, and you can see here, well, your next actions, next activities to perform, and this one says private showing. Okay, so we just say done, and you see, since the next activity is call, so it starts here with a link. If you click on the link, it's set scheduled, and we can now add it and change the date probably, and get some other information here, call to ask something, and save. Right, so it's going to get on your next activities also, and it's getting the color red when it's already due the date. So that's how you manage your leads, and of course you can move them in your pipeline from stage to stage. Here you see we had 10%, now we have 70%. That could affect our probability of selling, and you can also change them here. Okay, you can see your next activities in calendar view and in graph view, so the number of leads that you have on each stage, and back to the Kanban view, which was the default here from the pipeline. So that's all for now. I hope you like it. See you in the next video.